Whoa! Get off my computer! Death Battle just dropped a new video, and I ain't gonna lie, it's time to get goofy, man. We got Looney Tunes, the Coyote, and we got Tom and Jerry. We got Tom, you know what I'm saying? Off rip, I'm going with the Coyote, because I feel like Tom take a lot of L's. But we gonna see who wins if y'all ever hit that sub and the like button. And let's get to it. Alright, this is Wile Coyote versus Tom and Cat. Death Battle, like I said, I got Coyote winning. And y'all wonder why I'm sweating, because it's mad hot outside, and I was just hooping, so don't mind me. But I had to get back for the video for y'all, so hey, I'll look out for y'all. Okay. Yo, it is so hot, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's summertime
Coyote,
now.
The fastest and
sun's out, the buns out.
Looney Tunes.
You know what I mean?
Cat, the powerhouse pussycat from Tom and Jerry.
The fans voted for it, and we're here to deliver.
Let's get it. Wait, that's a Coyote? I thought,
and it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills.
I was thinking of the speed runner, not the Coyote. Okay, now that I know it's the Coyote, I'm gonna go with Tom. I think.
Find out who would win a death battle.
I'm gonna go with Coyote. I'm gonna still go Coyote. I think. I was thinking of the speedrunner.
Told over a shimmering campfire by the tribes people of North America, there was no figure so cunning, so bold as Coyote. To the Miwok, he was a Prometheus who stole fire from the heavens to give to humanity. To the Sewetmuk, he was a foolish trickster who could die and return to life.
And to the brothers Warner, he's just a poor dumb schmuck who can't catch a break.
To this day, the great Coyote stalks the American Southwest, hunting his...
I don't know if it was an old game on my PS2. It was like, I think it was a Coyote, and it was a bunch of sheep. You have to like sneak around the sheep and get them without alerting the dog. It was fire, bro. If y'all know what I'm talking about, comment down below.
The Roadrunner. And this
5'8",
Wile
1937
is driven by a ruthless entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah, and it drove him straight off a cliff. He'll chase that bird-shaped happily ever after to his own inevitable undoing. Such is the lot of the common man.
You might not expect it from an anthropomorphic canine Job, but Wile was born the son of world-famous hunter Cage E. Coyote. His father raised him from infancy to hound his avian adversary and forbade him to speak until he tasted victory.
Wow, really?
Easy task. Coyotes are incredibly adaptable predators, capable of hunting in both rural and urban environments.
They're also speedy little demons. They can sprint at up to 43 miles per hour.
Okay, that's decent.
Cold comfort when that blue meat-big bastard can make beams of light look stone still or outrun a car that was moving fast enough to travel through time.
Frankly, it's incredible that Wile manages to consistently keep up with his prey at all. But he does.
No, really, it's actually stated that only a, quote, tiny little extra burst of speed separates the Coyote and the Roadrunner. Heck, Bugs Bunny himself needed to take super speed.
Oh, now why Bugs moving like that?
Enough to outrun Wile.
But almost as fast isn't fast enough. Fortunately, Wile's got an endless assortment of gadgets, gizmos, and reams of blueprints to make up the difference.
He's got your classics like dynamite, anvils, and spring-loaded boxing gloves, along with heavier artillery like heat-seeking missiles, a 10-billion-volt electromagnet, and a friggin' trebuchet, a Reddit favorite.
Many of which he invented himself and uses in excruciatingly detailed schemes.
I mean, I guess he's smart then.
Go awry. Despite being a self-described super genius, Wile has an officially measured IQ of 3.
That's the same IQ as a cactus.
Okay, the test results were fake, but he's still an idiot.
So why not let a soulless corporation?
I ain't gonna lie, he a little smart for even making the contraption. Now, do they work? That's a no, but you know what I'm saying?
That's the hard work
close
for
enough.
Acme sells any product that you can imagine, and Wile is their most devoted customer, contributing up to 99% of its multi-billion-dollar revenue.
Thanks for the inherited wealth, Pops.
Wow.
Oh, don't worry, I'm spending it all in one place.
He's got an Acme Book of Magic, Acme Clonomatic, Acme Death Ray, Acme City in a Box, Acme Universal Remote, which can pause, fast forward, and rewind a person through time.
The Adam Sandler movie.
And half the stuff Wile uses is intentionally sabotaged because Acme's board of directors is exclusively Roadrunners.
What?
My man cannot catch a break. But he sure can take some punishment.
I didn't know the lore was this.
No matter the severity of his
I did not know the lore was this deep.
Still attuned and can bounce back from just about anything.
He's been sliced, stabbed, squashed, exploded, melted, blasted into a constellation, and overall verbed for the last 87 years straight without ever actually dying. He once got fully disintegrated into ash and popped back up like it was nothing.
See, that might be a problem, actually. I don't know no more. That might be a problem.
He's also shattered the fourth wall tons of times and even left the comic page in entirely to catch the Roadrunner.
Oh, God.
So close.
Believe it or not, there is actually a biological reason for these abilities. Looney DNA. Every toon's got it, not just the Looney ones. And it's what lets them survive fatal damage up to being fully erased off the page. Essentially dictating their personal slice of reality to whatever is funny.
Like how gravity only affects the Coyote when he looks down.
Toons are immune to the laws of physics as we know them.
Tom J got that though.
Wile developed a counter to this immortality, the Looney DNA Dissolver, which leaves Toons vulnerable to fatal wounds the same way we are.
God.
Yet again, so close. You can't say he hasn't tried everything.
It was Wile's experience as a veteran Toon that landed him a job at Acme University as department chair of the School of Hard Knocks,
Are you sure you want him
teaching
there?
up-and-coming Tiny Toons how to use their abilities.
Okay, so Naruto.
And just like Naruto's jutsus, Toon Force works like an actual power system, with more experienced Toons like Wile who are more powerful than their younger counterparts.
And that means Wile should be capable
What show
of
is that?
replicating feats and abilities performed by any other Looney Tune, like traveling between different mediums or altering the plot of the cartoon.
Some crazy feats,
my favorite was the time Plucky Duck used Marvin the Martian's matter transmogrifier to suck up the entire universe.
They gave him some crazy
suck
feats.
up the animator animating his universe.
And then suck up the animator's universe for good measure.
Wile's got a cushy 10-year job teaching that stuff. Impressive.
They gave him some
for
crazy
an abject
feats. I don't know
failure in
no
his
more.
life mission. He's helped stop a meteor from destroying Earth, beat the Monstars in basketball, and even
They beat the Monstars.
caught the Roadrunner. Oh wait, never mind. So damn close.
According to 1977's Tweety and Sylvester issue 67, Wile E. Coyote has attempted to catch the Roadrunner 4,776,842 times.
Give up, brother.
Scaling to the present, that's over 10 million failures.
Go ahead, give up,
Takes
man.
dedication, or maybe self-destructive stubbornness. Too blinded by birdlust to see the forest for the trees.
But Acme's
Go ahead,
intentional
give up, my
malfunctions
boy.
and Coyote's recklessness don't account for all of his catastrophes. There's something else, something grander, otherworldly, standing in the way of our furry friend's
What y'all talking
salvation.
about,
Wiz, there's no other way to say it. God is just plain out to get this guy.
And by God,
What?
we mean the closest thing that exists for Coyote
writer.
and Roadrunner. Chuck Jones.
The guy that created him and helped forge the Looney Tunes into how we know him today.
Originally meant to be a parody of earlier chase cartoons like, well, Tom and Jerry, Jones established several rules for their animated shorts that superseded Coyote's reality warping toon abilities.
Rules that cover his
Coyote
obsession,
could stop
faulty
anytime.
products, and the fact that no outside force, not even the Roadrunner, is to blame for his defeat. Just him.
While other creatives have altered this formula in the decades since Jones's departure, these rules have effectively made the Coyote's defeats cosmically ordained.
God nerfed Wile E.
That man-
Coyote.
that man must hate
In
the Coyote,
all our
bro.
years making
How you
that
make a
battle,
character hate this
we've
much?
never seen a handicap like
I at least let him eat a little one. You know what I'm saying? Like, let him get the thing one time, man.
that.
Come on,
But
now.
what else can you expect from our fanatical furry fail son? He's the Sultan of Slapstick, the CEO of Second Place, the swing and a miss superstar. As long as he picks himself back up and dusts off the ashes, that'll
he do
never
got
be
some
all,
crazy
folks,
feats, though.
for Wile E. Coyote.
Okay, see, hearing that, I'm a little worried now. Let me hear what Tom and Jerry got.
The year was
Let's see what Tom got.
1939.
That's
War
crazy.
raged in Europe between the British Tommies and the German Jerrys. As the beleaguered English made their miraculous escape from the German encirclement off the coast of Dunkirk, one might have called the battle a game of cat and mouse.
That's crazy.
Oh, wow, is that actually where their names
That's
come
cool.
from? I'm looking this up.
Regardless of
That's
their
actually
names'
pretty cool.
origin, William Hanna and Joseph Barbera's infamous cat and mouse duo became the undisputed kings of slapstick comedy.
The formula is simple, and we all know
Look
it.
how Tom used to
Tomcat
look.
chases Jerry Mouse around the house. Brutal, bone-shaking. I felt that in my balls.
I used to love
Violence
this show when I was
ensues,
younger, bro.
and Tom is reprimanded by Mammy Two Shoes.
Who is, let's say, very much from the 1940s.
And
Oh,
if you're
man.
like me, all you wanted
crazy.
to see
Look, I
is
didn't even know
Tom
this.
wipe that smug smirk off that little rat's face. Despite my well-documented hatred of cats, even I've got to cringe at
cats?
years of propaganda to convince us to side with the filthy,
Cats is
flea-ridden rodent over man's second best friend. Oh, big yawn.
House cats like Tom are actually some of Earth's most successful predators. They can run up to 30 miles per hour.
Okay, I
leap
didn't know
6
cats that
feet
fast.
high, and despite being commonly perceived as nocturnal, they're actually crepuscular and hunt in the dawn and evening.
Tom specifically is a British Shorthair. They're strong, stocky Roman cats bred to withstand harsh conditions.
Okay.
And for Tom, harsh conditions is an understatement.
Tom has collected a crazy assortment of weapons in his war against mouse kind. Sure, most of it is the stuff you can find around
what Tom got, man. I'm leaning towards the Coyote right
bats, now. Lead pipes,
and guns. Lots and lots of guns. But he's got wackier things like a magic wand, a robo-cat, vanishing cream, and a smart cap that gives him all the knowledge in the world.
I'm partial to the Sword of Light and Dark, which severs you from your own shadow, or the Rewind Remote, which can move your victim backwards through time.
And they both got remotes? Cat Car and Cat Jet, spelled with K's, of course, but just the cat part.
Tom's arsenal is heavily improvisational, which fits his quick thinking in fights over Thanksgiving turkey. Though he often loses his bouts with Jerry, it's not usually because he's dumb or incompetent. Rather, he's just genuinely outplayed.
And even in
My
defeat,
boy Jerry,
one
man.
tough son of a gun, he's been crushed, blown up, had every bone in his body broken, shattered, melted, and vaporized to dust, and survived.
Well, mostly. Tom actually has kicked the bucket multiple times.
I remember that.
Known cat fact, he has 9 lives, as established in the episode Heavenly Puss.
I definitely remember that.
Oh, Wiz was conducting some different kind of research when he stumbled on that episode.
Very funny. Even if Tom starts to use his lives up, he has a potion that just restores them.
Or he can physically go get them back from hell.
What game is this?
All cats go.
Extremely hardcore for a tune,
but
there isn't much of a limit to what Tom can do. He can clone himself, levitate in the air, make his imagination real, and even break the fourth wall and enter the real world.
Yeah, if you only watch the classic cartoons from the 40s, you may be in for a shock. Tom and Jerry gets buck wild, much like the actual inspirations for their names. Thank you, Google.
Oh, you're still on this?
Toy Whiz. They were actually named after the 2 characters in Pierce Egan's delightful life in London, Jerry Hawthorne and Corinthian Tom.
I like that one better, man. That sounded crazy.
The title Tom and Jerry, which later became a catch-all term in 1800s England for young, drunken rabble-rousers.
One could, in fact, say that many rabbles were roused the times Tom destroyed a planet-busting asteroid, lifted up the sun, and was blown up into a constellation. And he was just fine. Just a bunch of stars now, but he's okay.
He taked an explosion that launched him through time to the Stone Age and has run through space at massively faster than light speeds.
That shouldn't be a surprise when he and Jerry have been at each other's throats for over 80 years now. But what may surprise you is the fact that at the end of the day, they're actually friends.
And they've worked together tons of times
I seen them work together, but friends.
Like when they helped a little orphan girl, Robin Starling, find her way home. Oh, that's a nice end to their story.
Don't you believe it? Now is when we have to talk about Tom and Jerry Chase. Long ago, the warrior god, Lord of Sichuan, Erlong Shen, battled the tricksy and indomitable Mouse King atop Peach Mountain, leading the goddess Celeste to declare the 2 the strongest warriors in the realm. And they were, in fact, Tom and Jerry. They were even stronger than Devil Tom, who repelled corruption by the darkness. This mysterious, malevolent force threatened to consume the Tree of Life, whose branches encompass—
What are we doing? What is this? What is this
all
from?
of time and space. Banding together, these warriors use the star element to dispel the darkness and save the universe.
What the fuck?
Well,
that's what I'm saying, bro. What the heck
is it? is. Chase is a Chinese mobile gacha game whose lore is not entirely in keeping with the spirit of the source material. However, it is officially licensed by Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment, which means we have to include it in our research.
So that the gods may grant us mere mortals some heavenly push.
No.
I got time
rivalry aside, though, Tom has actually managed to catch the little rat fair and square a few times.
By my count of the original shorts, 19 times.
Oh, wow.
I could watch him on repeat forever. Too bad he's still a filthy feline. The only kitty I truly respect is named after booze.
Well then, you're in luck, because the Tom and Jerry of English literature later became the namesake for a famous Christmas cocktail.
Because there's no better way to get
I think I got Tom, y'all.
trashed than with good old Tom and Jerry.
I think I got Tom. I think I'm Team Tom. After hearing that, whatever they just said, power level they got now, I'm Team Tom.
That's right, Boomstick, and you can pick some up for yourself on our
comment down below who y'all think I'm right now. Do not cheat. Make sure y'all comment right now.
The merch tab
they got a website too.
We've got mugs,
I did see this. This is right
I'm partial.
Okay,
to
Death Battle Polo.
Notebook. I promise it's not a death note.
I would say it looked like a death note, low-key.
Sure.
I was thinking
There's
that.
also exclusive merch for website members, like my beer cooler, which keeps my beer nice and cold. And I guess, theoretically, other beverages too.
Then there's the limited time
That's
game
a fire
over
shirt, I ain't gonna lie.
which won't be available much longer.
That's a fire
so
tee,
if
bro.
you want it, go grab it quick.
We'll be releasing more stuff throughout the year, so
Damn,
check
they got merch on merch on
Picking up an
merch.
item or two really helps support
Okay,
independent
Death Battle, I
Death
see you.
So we want to say a big thank you to
I see you,
everybody
man.
that's already placed an order.
Head over to deathbattle.gg and pick the
That's
piece
dope,
of Death
bro.
Battle swag that's right for you.
We Team Tom over here. Team Tom, let's get it, Tom. Don't let me down.
All
bro.
right, the combatants are set.
Let's get
We
it.
run the data
I
through
ain't gonna
all
lie.
possibilities.
I was Coyote
It's
until they said that
time
last
for
part. Now I'm
Death
Team Tom.
Battle!
Okay. Animation looks dope. I like the animation. House mo. Okay. Tom chasing. You know what I mean? Tom, you ain't gonna succeed. Domestic cat. Oh damn! Why are you ready? Come on, Derry. Ooh. Now his scream is iconic though. Tom's scream is iconic. That is fast. Ooh. Road runner. Look at Coyote flying. They should do a crossover episode, bro. That would be fire, actually. Like a real. Oh God. Damn. Fight. What the heck? Oh no. You cost me my dinner. This man can't talk. Damn. Let's go, Tom. Get active. Damn. Damn. Okay. Get active, Tom. Come on, man. Are you hiding for it? You the aggressor.
Come on, you apes! You want to live forever!
They're doing the war thing. Hey, this man got a potion, bro. Oh, invisibility? Fat lady. The fat lady by the same. This man Coyote, bro. His IQ might really be 3. Ooh! Oh, that's. Damn! All 9 of them? High speed tonic. Sip on that drink, Tom. Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, stay on that side of the world. Don't come on the East Coast, please. I don't need that over here. Damn! Oh yeah, I forgot. Coyote can't do no damage. Oh! Get on my computer! Tom in my computer, bruh. Should have seen that coming. Damn! Come on now. Tom said I'm the original. Oh damn. They both gonna die. Take this. What's up with these signs? This man put out an umbrella. Oh! Oh, why was it blood? Did he just die?
Wile E. Coyote, super genius.
Oh God! That's a lot more brutal than I thought it would be some reason. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
dang.
God, one of them actually died this time.
Whoa!
No! Animal cruelty, no!
Oh my God, I don't think I like that.
Coyotes
That was
eat cats. I'm not surprised.
That was very
Both
beautiful.
Cat and Coyote were incredibly powerful. They weren't literal gods who could snap their problems away. They had limitations and weaknesses that could be exploited, especially by each other. Let's first talk their stats.
Both were strong enough to contend with universe-threatening phenomena, but
Okay.
comparing Wile to
Dang,
Plucky
my boy
Duck,
Tom,
Looney Tunes
man.
can not only destroy their own universe, but they're animators as well.
While Tom could move faster than light, Wile could keep up with the Roadrunner, who could outspeed a car fast enough to travel through time. That's immeasurably fast, and much faster than Tom. Wile gets the edge in stats.
Wile's arsenal was a bit better too, believe it or not. Even eliminating the devices that have been shown to malfunction, he still countered everything Tom had.
The biggest being the Looney DNA Dissolver, which could render Tom's cartoony healing factor moot and end the fight.
While Tom has never been shown to have Looney DNA specifically, the concept clearly has nothing to do with actual DNA molecules.
Looney Tunes have been erased completely and still returned, so it's clearly something more fundamental to their essence.
And since the Dissolver works on any tunes, not just the Looney ones, it should apply to Tom. But considering how much of a screw-up Wile is, it wasn't a sure bet. Hell, it could have backfired, especially considering how much more competent Tom is.
When it came to intelligence, Wile's engineering and scheming genius were often defeated by his own ego and stubbornness. Tom, on the other hand, was consistently more flexible, pragmatic, and victorious in his fights. Tom got that.
And Tom has one other big advantage. He doesn't have God nerfing him.
And that's the big question. Was Tom capable enough to benefit from Wile's narrative-enforced bad luck and see the DNA Dissolver backfire against him?
That bad luck is a core part of Wile's character as a cartoon. So let's call it his toonliness.
To find the answer, we dug deep through the bowels of Looney Tunes lore and ended up in an unexpected place. Space Jam.
Where Wile yet again fails against the Roadrunner, but against the villains of the movie, the Monstars, he actually scores.
And scores again in the sequel, more than anyone else. But according to Chuck Jones's rules, that shouldn't happen. Right?
Throughout his entire history, Wile's cosmically ordained failures only occur when he's specifically chasing the Roadrunner, or other tunes the plot bends around like Bugs, because that's what Chuck Jones's rules were written for. Coyote and Roadrunner cartoons.
And even then, looking closely, they've been broken a few times throughout the decades. Even during Chuck Jones's tenure.
Without the universe nerfing him, there's no reason to think Wile couldn't eventually land a hit with the Looney DNA Dissolver.
Especially when the only reason it failed was because of the Roadrunner's intervention. A direct violation of Chuck Jones's limitations on the Coyote.
And especially when it's the only thing that either one had that could kill the other.
Despite lacking Wile's narrative impediments, and despite having a better track record overall, Tom ultimately had no surefire way to kill Wile. Wile's superior strength, speed, and Looney arsenal ensured his victory.
Wile gave one hell of a chase and left Tom Jones in for a rematch.
The winner.
That was brutal. Hands going like that, y'all.
Next time
what we got next?
Death Battle.
Let's see. Spider-Man? Wait, Miles versus Deku? Oh my god. It's about to... Yo, Miles.
Subscribe and join.
Spider-Man versus Deku. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's about to be... I didn't finish my hero. I'm about to finish my hero with these next 2 weeks. I can't wait for this. I can't wait for this. I ain't gonna. That's gonna be hype. Shout out to Death Battle, man. I picked wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm boy Coyote took the dub. I had Coyote at first, but then they started talking about the Tom from like the godly powers. I thought they were gonna use that. See, if I knew they weren't gonna use that, I would have said Coyote. But it's all good. Y'all comment down below who y'all had winning, man. Shout out to Death Battle. It's always a good day when the third drops. But with that being said, that like button, that sub button, and let me know to the channel. We out here.